Bursting through my mother's door with Gramps at my heel, I immediately shouted, "Mom!" My mother was in her 50s and the proverbial housewife. She stayed at home while my father brought home the bread money, stating that she was staying at home to take care of the kids. Even now he was still working and she was still keeping house. I found my mother in the kitchen rolling pie dough out on the counter. My mouth watered, and I got distracted from what I was going to tell her. "What kind of pie are you making, Mama?" I asked, leaning over her shoulder to look. Peaches were sliced on the counter, and I think I zoned out for a few seconds because I only caught the second half of her sentence. "The garage, would you mind?" "I'm sorry, what?" I asked, shaking my head and backing away from the food. I was on a diet, and I was determined to stick to it this time, no matter what. "I'd asked if you'd go get me the potatoes from the garage. Are you staying for dinner tonight?" she asked. I went to the garage and grabbed the potatoes, giving my Gramps a glare when his eyes looked up from his car he was tinkering with. No, I'm not," I told her. If I stayed, I was fairly positive I wouldn't be able to skip the pie. I had willpower, kind of, just not that much. "Oh, that's sad. Are you going out with David for dinner?" she asked. "He called here looking for you." I gritted my teeth, smoke nearly pouring out of my ears. "Actually, Mom, no. I'm not planning on ever having dinner with David again, if I can help it. My next lifetime would be too soon," I told her, turning my back on her pity-filled face. David was my ex-husband. He was a cop with Kilgore Police Department, and we'd been divorced now for nearly a year and a half. "I don't know why you have to be so uncivil towards each other," my mother admonished. The tic that only ever came on when I thought about David started back up. David and I had fallen in love when we were teenagers. We got married when he was 21 and fresh out of the police academy, and I was 20. I'd gone the housewife route, although we'd never had any children, thank God. I thought that we had an awesome relationship, too. I'd been so proud to be known as a police wife, the woman who stood behind her man, supported him in his every endeavor. Then he started working mandatory overtime. It started out as just here and there and slowly morphed into over 18 to 20 hours of extra time per week. At first, I hadn't been suspicious. Then little things started to stand out.